Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Capricorn Weekly Tarot Bite reading for the week of June 10th through the 16th. Hi, and welcome. My name is Lauren. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot reading for soul illumination. So thank you for watching. This is meant to be just a quick read, about 10 minutes or so, where we're going to look at the energy for the week ahead for the sign of Capricorn. And it's in direct relationship to the two themes that came up in the general collective reading, which was released on my channel on Sunday, if you'd like to view that full reading as well. So the two themes that came up, we had TikTok and we had the 10 of Pentacles. And really how this came through with TikTok was kind of getting out of that place of when will it happen for me? Will it ever happen? Is it worth it for me to even keep dreaming the dream or moving towards this future vision I have for myself? Or do I give up? Do I just move on to something else? And then the 10 of Pentacles is that dream. It's really bringing down into the physical plane what we want to manifest for our life. What is that legacy that we want to have? What is the whole journey of our life meant to culminate in? So there's a little bit of this kind of connecting with our future self and merging it into the present to really realize that the actions we're taking now are directly related to the realization of this moment for us, the 10 of Pentacles, and also getting out of that place of being hyper fixated on time, meaning that if it doesn't happen now, it will never happen for us. Or being afraid of time, meaning that being afraid that, something you're starting now may take 5 to 10 years to happen, or maybe it will take a whole lifetime. But getting into that place of trust and faith that it's there for you, and that the whole reason of wanting that and having that vision is to allow you to live as emotionally connected and spiritually aligned with yourself as you go through the journey towards this dream. Okay, so Capricorn, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull some clarifiers for TikTok. So we're going to dive into really what this focus on time is for you. And Capricorn, your ruler is Saturn, and Saturn is the timekeeper in the astrological world, or in the Zodiac world. So there is something for you that you guys have a strong association or relationship with time in general. Now we have the Hermit that came out right off the bat. And the Hermit is one where we go within. It can be actually where we separate ourselves from others for a while, where we go in and we do some soul searching. And we connect with that guiding principle within ourself. We realize that North Star, that kind of guiding dream wish we have for ourselves, actually starts from within. And we find that the magic in our life comes from how we shine, how we radiate, how we hold that star in front of us to be that guiding lantern, even if we can't see it in the night sky. Now, 3 other cards came up here. We have the 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. Now, there's a feeling here of a progression from the 6 of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles, but the way they came out, it's a reverse. So for me, it came out 7 of Pentacles first, down to the 6 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords in between. Now, the 7 of Pentacles is when we're at a point where we are in a state of review and reflection. We're looking at our physical experience. We're looking at exactly what is, not what we want, not what has been, but we are looking at the tangible results in the present moment of the hard work we have put towards something, where we've invested our time, our energy, and our money. And we're giving ourselves that chance to say, is it what we want? Is the result of our effort, our time, our energy, our investment, is it where we want to continue to invest those things in the physical to continue to grow and manifest what we have right now? Or is it where we want to maybe pull back a little bit and say, there needs to be a little bit of a readjustment because I planted a blackberry bush, I was expecting blackberries, and now after my bush has produced fruit, I realize that they're raspberries and I don't like raspberries. It could be one of those things, one of those moments. And with the 3 of Swords in the middle here, so it's almost like you're kind of looking at something, I feel, this week and saying, I don't really want to invest in it, but do I really want to go back a step to the 6 of Pentacles? And the 6 of Pentacles is not a negative place by any means. The Six of Pentacles is a reminder of the kind of balanced divinity, I would say the balanced element, the harmonic element to our life experience, where what is put in will always be returned. We might not see it right in the moment or in the way that we've expected it, but it will come back to us. And there's a point too of when you think about this, again, there's the Six Pentacles, it's balance, but it's also being at that place where you have enough. And whether you're in a state of receiving and there's enough coming in for you to receive, or whether you're in a place where you can give and you're able to give that in a way that does not deplete you. So there's a harmony in that, depending on what side of the coin you're on. But with the Three of Swords coming in, this is the pain of the past. This is where we get into that place of doubting ourselves because of what did not work out previously. And I think for many of you, it's causing you to go into this place of soul searching, of really diving deep and saying, well, if this isn't really what I want, or if what I have right now maybe is not exactly what I want, how do I get back to balanced? How do I get back to that place where I can kind of remove those swords, remove the pain of the past, where maybe something got a little out of balance? Because maybe when you got to the Seven of Pentacles away from the Six, it was because you were giving too much. And now it's time for you to receive, or vice versa. Maybe you were receiving too much and now it's time for you to give. And there's a reevaluation of where balance needs to be brought into your physical experience, but coming directly from a place that is in alignment with what you uniquely bring to the situation, and also ultimately what you want to experience. So again, we're directly tying this back to what our Ten of Pentacles is. What is this legacy we want to leave? So this would look like something like realizing, wow, I really love being a parent. I love being the nurturing person in our home or in my experience. And it is a guiding principle for me to be that individual. But I've been pulled away from that by being too focused on my 9-to-5 job that's become very stressful. And I really need to find a way to bring balance back so that I can enjoy what I uniquely have to give, which is being the nurturing, loving parent, or possibly role model or leader for others in that capacity, because that's part of my dream fulfillment in this experience. And now obviously it can be reversed. We think about, you can fill in the blank with anything that directly ties in here, but it's really getting back to, again, what you want to experience out of life. What are your talents? What do you shine out? What are you here to give to the collective? And how maybe is there something that's kind of out of balance right now where you're not able to give as much in that area or receive in as much of that area as you want? Now we're going to dive into the Ten of Pentacles here to see what this legacy is for yourself, or what this dream is, what this future vision for yourself is. What does Capricorn need to know? So we have two cards. We have Seven of Swords and the Magician. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a very clear message right here. This is someone who is trying to avoid understanding their own magic, their own ability to manipulate their experience. The Magician speaks to understanding that we all have on our table all of the four elements of our experience. We all have our emotional plane, we all have our mental plane, we all have our physical plane, and we all have our actions and passions. But how we choose to combine those, that comes from us. So the Seven of Swords can speak to self-sabotage. It can speak to just an avoidance behavior. This can speak to someone who sees the dream, sees the vision, but doesn't want to believe that they have the ability to bring it into being. And these two cards together, this is finding the magic within. This is going within on your own and finding it, and this is then bringing it into the physical world, meaning it's almost like through magic, you're throwing up your hands and you're starting to play with your physical, actually all aspects of your experience. You're starting to manipulate, because that also is something that the Magician can speak to, is manipulating things. So this week, this is a week of really starting to kind of get your hands dirty. Look at where you are avoiding using your talents, where you're avoiding, or maybe where something has become so unbalanced that you're not tapping into your own innate magic, power, star, or the dream for yourself. And how can you kind of take it back a notch to get things in the physical more balanced? How can you, this would be like saying, I'm literally, I have to change my work routine. I have to stop working until 8 o'clock every night. I need to go home at 5. And I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do that. How can I do that? Because my legacy dream is that I have a home and a family, and I get to be there for dinner every night, and I look forward to my family having, grandchildren somewhere down the line, and I want to be there for them as well. So how can I start to really bring a little bit of that future experience into my present moment, and what do I need to prioritize? And it's starting to make that commitment this week. All right, Capricorn, I will leave it there. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can click on the link in the description box below to visit my website. Otherwise, the full tarot scope for each sign for the month of July is also up on my channel if you'd like to view that. And if I don't see you there, I will see you next week for the next Tarot Bite reading. Bye, Capricorn.